Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about kinetic molecular theory of gases, and even we consider kinetic gas equations. Okay, well, we are going for deduction of gas laws from kinetic gas equation. Okay, deduction of gas laws from kinetic gas equations. Well, the first one, Boyle's law. So what we know, Boyle's law is nothing but, okay, statement if I consider at a constant temperature. So what we say, at constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. Or else, to remove this proportionality symbol, we place the constant K divided by P. So V is equal to K by P. Here K indicates what? K indicates a constant, right? Or else, if you rearrange the equation, PV is equal to K, or I can say PV is equal to constant. We know this, right? So according to Boyle's law, what we say, at constant temperature, we are going to keep the temperature constant. So at constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. Or in turn, when you look at that expressions, ultimately finally we come at the expression that PV is equal to constant. The product of pressure and velocity remains constant at constant temperature. Well, so according to kinetic gas expression, what is that expression we have? PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square. We have this expression, right? PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square. So here we made some changes. What is that? We multiplied with 2 and divided by with 2 for this expression. So PV is equal to, what we have done exactly is 2 by 3 into 1 by 2 mn c square, and further what we have done, 2 by 3 kept as it is. Say here 1 by 2 mn c square is nothing but kinetic energy. We have taken that 2 by 3. Now what we got, PV is equal to 2 by 3 Ke, okay, kinetic energy. So PV is equal to what? PV is equal to 2 by 3 kT, since Ke is equal to kT. So here on what basis we have taken means that whole, here K indicates constants, okay, constants. So according to kinetic gas expression, we are at some expression somewhere, Ke is equal to 2 by 3 kT, right? So here this term 2 by 3 kT, K is a Boltzmann constant here, okay, 2 by 3 K, the whole term is taken as a K prime, say K prime into T, means K prime also indicates what? It also indicates a some constant, right? Therefore we say Ke can be taken as a Kt. So here just consider it is a K prime, okay. So PV is equal to 2 by 3 Ke is nothing but what? We are writing Kt. So it is in accordance with, again, kinetic gas expression itself, okay. Now here if I look at the terms, 2 by 3 values, they are constant, K prime is also constant, and in while specifying Boyle's law, what we say, at a constant temperature, right? So if temperature is constant, then what about this whole product, 2 by 3 K prime into T? It becomes equal to constant. Thus we say PV is equal to constant. So it is the deduction of a Boyle's law. So what we know, Boyle's law is nothing but volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature. So in this expression, if temperature is kept constant, this quantity 2 by 3 K prime into T, it will be equal to constant. Therefore ultimately we end up with the PV is equal to constant, okay. It is the deduction of Boyle's law, the first gas law. Well, coming to the second one, Charles law. So what the Charles law says, at a constant pressure, right? So at a constant pressure, by keeping pressure constant, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So if pressure is kept constant, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to what? Absolute temperature. So V is proportional to T. Well, if I consider deduction, well, according to kinetic gas equation, PV is equal to what? PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square, or further 2 by 3 into 1 by 2 mn c square. So 2 by 3 into kinetic energy. Well, so PV is equal to 2 by 3 kT. Okay. Well, equate for V here, as we already considered, K is equal to kT. K here constant. Well, V is equal to, we are equating for V. V is equal to 2 by 3, okay, 2 by 3 kT divided by P. So what we said in Charles law, pressure is constant. So at constant pressure means, so here K is a constant, K is a constant, and what about P? Say pressure is also kept a constant. Therefore, what is this quantity? 2 by 3 K divided by P whole remains constant. Say just I will consider K prime. Instead of that 2 by 3 K by P, what we are writing? Just considering K prime. Well, what we are saying, this 2 by 3 Kp K by P, say consider it is taken as a K prime. Now what happens here? V will be equal to K prime into T. Yes or no? So now here K prime is a constant. If you remove this constant, what I can say? V is proportional to T, means Charles law holds good. So it is the deduction of a Charles law. So means where P is a constant, when pressure is kept constant, what happens? This 2 by 3 K by P becomes constant. This quantity, as I said, 2 by 3 into K by P, this quantity becomes equal to constant. Therefore, what I can say, V is proportional to T. This is the deduction of a Charles law. I got it? Well, coming to the Dalton's law of partial pressure. So what the Dalton's law of partial pressure says? The total pressure P, okay, this P indicating total pressure or P total. The total pressure is equal to sum. Addition symbol is na? So sum of the partial pressure of individual gases. The total pressure is equal to sum of the partial pressure of component gases or individual gases is the statement for Dalton's law of partial pressures. Okay. Well, and further at constant temperature and constant volume. Volume is kept constant and temperature is also kept constant. So at constant temperature and volume, the total pressure is equal to sum of the partial pressure of component gases. Well, so if I consider deduction of Dalton's law of partial pressure, consider suppose N1 molecules of gas first, okay, first gas, each of mass M1 and root mean square speed, it is the C1. So what we are specifying, gas A, first gas, how many number of moles? N1 is the number of moles, mass is M1 and their speed is C1. Occupy a volume V. Since volume is kept constant, this gas is going to occupy a common volume. The pressure of this gas is P1. Okay, the pressure of the first gas P1 is given by, so P1 is equal to M1, okay, M1 N1 C1 square divided by 3V. So what we know, kinetic gas expression PV, right? PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square. So here for the first gas, pressure is P1, volume is common V is equal to 1 by 3, mass is M1, number of moles is N1, its speed is C1 square. So P1V is equal to 1 by 3 M1 N1 C1 square. So we are equating for P1 here. P1 is equal to M1 N1 C1 square divided by 3V. Similarly, consider a second gas. Let N2 molecules of gas 2 each of mass m2 and root mean square speed of c2. Its velocity is c2, occupy the same volume again. Okay, v. The pressure P2 is given by, so P2 is equal to what? M2 N2 C2 square divided by 3V. Okay, so P1 is what we have written, P1. P1 is equal to M1 N1 C1 square divided by 3V. Okay, and P2 is equal to M2 N2 C2 square divided by 3V. If both gases occupy the same volume V simultaneously, then the total pressure is given by, that is P total. According to Dalton's law of partial pressure, T total pressure or P is equal to P1 plus P2. We know P1 is nothing but M1 N1 C1 square divided by 3V plus M2 N2 C2 square divided by 3V. So P1 is P is equal to P1 plus P2, right? So the LCM will be common, M1 N1 C1 square plus M2 N2 C2 square divided by 3V, or else P is equal to P1 plus P2. This is Dalton's law of partial pressures. Okay, well, coming to the Graham's law of diffusion. Okay, Graham's law of diffusion. What the statement says? The rate of diffusion, R, here R indicating rate of diffusion of a gas. The rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to square root of its densities, right? Is the statement for Graham's law. The rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to square root of their densities. Okay, means if the density is more, the rate of diffusion is less. If the density is less, rate of diffusion is more, vice versa. And similarly is also inversely proportional to square root of the molecular mass, or even we said vapor density. Okay, we related that. So basic statement for Graham's law is the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to square root of their densities at constant temperature and pressure. Okay, well, now here if I consider deduction of Graham's law of diffusion according to kinetic gas equation. Well, we know that according to kinetic gas equation, PV is equal to 1 by 3 mn c square. Okay, we have this expression, or else PV is equal to again 1 by 3. Here m into n. M indicates the mass, n indicates the number of molecules. So what that m? M is the mass. In this expression, m is the mass of the each particle and n indicates the number of molecules. The product of these, mass into number of molecules, both are taken as a capital M. Okay, here m is indicates the molar mass. Okay, well, so PV is equal to 1 by 3 m c square, or else PV, that is 3 is taken on other side, so 3 PV divided by m is equal to what? Is equal to c square, or c is equal to, so just what we have done, that 3 is taken on other side, so it becomes 3 PV. 3 PV is equal to mc square, or consider mc square is equal to 3 PV, or c square is equal to 3 PV divided by m, or c is equal to square root of 3 PV divided by m. So what is c here? C is the velocity. Okay, root means square velocity of the molecule. So c is equal to square root of 3 PV divided by m. We got this expression. Now here we know that. So what is the expression we got? C is equal to square root of 3 PV divided by m. We have this expression. Now what is density? Density is equal to mass divided by volume. Right? If I consider 1 by d is nothing but volume divided by mass. So this V by m, volume divided by mass, is nothing but what? Density. So means in this expression, C is equal to square root of 3 PV divided by m. What we can replace here? The quantity V by m. This quantity, that V by m, can be replaced by what? It can be replaced by 1 by d. Therefore, C is equal to square root of 3p. 3p remains as it is in the numerator. divided by d, means that v by m can be replaced by d here. So C is equal to square root of 3p divided by d, where P is a constant, as we said, at constant temperature and pressure. So P is constant, therefore we can say C is proportional to 1 divided by square root of d, right? Means what is C here? C indicating velocity, that velocity or speed of molecules or velocity of molecules is directly proportional to what? Rate of diffusion. Since both are proportional, both are directly proportional, therefore instead of C, what I can consider? I can consider rate. So if the velocity speed of the molecule is high, rate of diffusion is also more. If the velocity of the molecule is less, rate of diffusion is also less. Means both are directly proportional, therefore we are correlating with this. R is proportional to 1 divided by square root of d. So it is the what? It is the deduction of a Graham's law of diffusions. Okay, well, with this I am going to conclude about this session. Again in the next session we go for other concept. Thank you, be safe.